Hi there, my name is Glenn.
And my name is Kathy.
We want to tell you about our winter vacation. First, we flew to Florida.
Yes, we wanted to spend some quality time with my family. 2 days.
Then we flew to Costa Rica, where it was warmer.
Yes. For 24 hours.
Well, then we flew to Guatemala City, where we arrived earlier than expected.
Yes, we checked into the nice hostel. And stayed 8 hours.
And then we flew on to the Flores, near the ruins of the Tikal.
Yes, we really liked it. We stayed for 22 hours.
So then we took the bus to the Belize City.
Yes, people were very friendly, so we looked around there for half an hour.
So then we took the water taxi, and found the hotel, where my aunt and uncle were staying.
Yes, it was quite the nice place. It was on the beach with the nice coconut palm trees swaying gently in the evening breeze, so we stayed with them for 16 hours.
On the Cape Cocker we got into the Caribbean tropical reef barrier island lifestyle, so we did nothing for 10 days. My uncle and aunt also got into the doing nothing on the tropical island thing.
Well, of course we didn't do nothing. We snorkeled our heads off until we were blue in the face. It was the best snorkeling of my life. And after a while in the caves my skin feels like a smooth ripe mango caressed by the warm tropical breeze off the reef. I think I could get used to that. I hear there is a dream island for sale nearby for only $425,000. I could build my own dream resort there, and others could share my tropical reef island dream in the warm breeze.
So after doing nothing, until we were blue in the face, we felt we had to do the birding thing.
Yes, we found an off-season bird sanctuary. It was called a crooked tree bird sanctuary. There are many crooked trees there. They are cashew trees. And many birds. Like the American coot. And the northern jacana. And the immature green-backed heron. And the black-bellied whistling ducks with their little ducklings. And the vermilion flickertser. And the least bittern. And the various little dicky birds. The birds seemed very happy in their sanctuary. We were very happy to watch them, until we were blue in the face. And we were tired of the birding thing.
Next we took the old school bus to the Belize Zoo. We stayed in the educational center. We stayed in the VIP accommodation overlooking the crocodile pool. It was very nice. It suited us perfectly. Kathy got to pet a baby tapir.
Yes, he was quite tame. He liked to be petted. His skin was very hairy. He liked to be scratched. He seemed to be very itchy. Perhaps he had some sort of skin condition, I don't know. I also got to pet the male jaguar during the night tour. His fur feels very soft for a bloodthirsty predator. The guide fed him raw chicken feet which he ate like pretzels, very crunchy.
We were very comfortable in our VIP accommodation, so we stayed 2 nights, until we were blue in the face, with the live animals in the zoo thing.
We felt we had to do the Mayan ruins thing, so we took a bus taxi thing to the Tikal in Guatemala.
We loved the Tikal.
But there were no birds besides the ocellated turkeys and the Violaceous trogons and the Montezuma oropendalis.
But we loved our hotel.
But there were no animals besides the agoutis and the cotis and the crocodiles.
But the hotel had a pool.
But the water was too cold for any sane person to swim in.
So I was the only person who went swimming.
The ruins were very fulfilling. I am now blue in the face with the Mayan ruins thing.
So we took the bus to the Flores.
Yes, we had to recover from the Mayan ruins thing.
So we stayed 2 nights.
Plus one more after your aunt and uncle left to return to Canada.
And then we flew to the Guatemala City.
Yes, it was very inexpensive, so we stayed for 1 whole hour.
And then we flew to the San Salvador.
Yes, but it seemed very expensive, so we stayed for only 1 hour.
And then we flew to the San Jose in the Costa Rica.
Yes, it felt like a coming home. So we stayed for 1 night.
And then Kathy's sister and nephew arrived, so we changed the hotel rooms.
They had never been to the Costa Rica before, so we stayed in the same room for the whole weekend.
And then we caught the bus.
And then the other bus.
And then the other bus.
And then we slept under the volcano. For 1 night.
And then we moved to our favorite hotel for 4 nights.
But our favorite hotel has removed the nice lush garden with all the pretty tropical flowers and the exotic colorful little birds.
Yes, but they still have a nice pool.
But the pool is too cold for any sane person to swim in.
Yes, but they still have friendly staff.
But it poured rain all through the Christmas Eve and the Christmas Day thing, even when you and your nephew did a Segway experience tour thing.
Yes, but we got wet anyway while we were doing the whitewater rafting thing.
Yes, and we got wet anyway, while my sister and I were doing the hot springs thing with the 14 hot pools, until we were blue in the face with the hot water thing.
Not to mention the killer water slides and our skin puckering up until we looked like 4 prunes in a bowl of steaming aromatic hot primordial volcanic soup. Since we're blue in the face with the volcano thing, we did the jeep thing so that we could do the cloud forest thing.
Yes, we always like to do the cloud forest thing. With the hummingbird sanctuary and the tour of the butterfly and insect sanctuary.
Yes, but we don't always get the pushing the minivan uphill bonus adventure that the passengers from the Toronto did not seem to appreciate in the way that we did.
So we stayed in the budget hostel at the Montverde for 20 hours, which was plenty of time to enjoy the fresh, cool, well-ventilated atmosphere and the chatty young free-spirited fellow travelers.
Yes, and then we caught the bus down the long and winding road, off the misty and wind-blasted mountaintop back to the civilization in the San Jose.
Yes, and then we caught the taxi.
Yes, and then we toured the Children's Museum and Penitentiary for 2 hours.
Yes, and then we caught the other bus to arrive in the Cahuta on the Caribbean coast at night. And then we slept until the skunk attacked the female pit bull terrier watchdog with puppies in the middle of the dark and stormy night.
Yes, but it was a nice hotel overlooking the beach.
Yes, but the crashing of the surf was deafening to any sane person.
Yes, but the staff was very friendly.
Yes, but the hotel stank like a skunk.
Yes. So we changed the hotel.
Yes, and the new hotel had the real art on the walls.
Yes, but it was not so near the beach.
Yes, but it had the boat-billed herons, and it had the talking parrot, and it had the howler monkeys, and it had the white-faced capuchin monkeys, and it had the basilisk lizard, and it had the small and large caimans. And it had the sloths.
But the sloths were so active it seemed they should be called something else.
Like what? At least they were easy to see. And they were alive and happy in the natural state.
Yes, so then we did the taxi bus thing, and then we had a New Year's Eve thing with the street people in the Alajuela.
Yes, but the street people of the Alajuela did not bother us, except for the asking for money thing.
So we flew back to Florida, immersed in the unique customer experience that Spirit Air delivers with their view of what it means to be America's first ultra-low-cost carrier thing, truly noteworthy for all but the passenger who was removed from the aircraft when he complained his seat did not recline.
Yes, and in Florida we spent the quality time with your visiting mother. 3 days.
Yes, and now we are spending 4 weeks of the doing nothing thing in the quiet rural Florida on the edge of the wild swamp thing. And since we are blue in the face with the anticipation of the doing nothing thing, we have decided to take the train to the Miami, so we can fly to the France, for 2 weeks of the Paris in the midwinter thing.
Yes, then we will have the 1 week to get ready to fly back to the Yukon thing.
Yes, then we can enjoy what is left of the Yukon winter thing.
Yes, it will be the cold.
Yes, but it will be the dry cold.
Oh boy, I can hardly wait for our summer vacation.